Hey guys, it's time for Breakthrough with Coach Lew. Coming to you live from Studio 700 at Revitalize Life Fitness and Life Coaching. Coach Lew will help you break through anything that's stopping you. Are you ready to get the body, the energy, and success you deserve? With no further ado, here's Coach Lew. Hey guys, it's time for Breakthrough with Coach Lew. Coming to you live from Studio 700 at Revitalize Life Fitness and Life Coaching. Coach Lew will help you break through anything that's stopping you. Are you ready to get the body, the energy, and success you deserve? With no further ado, here's Coach Lew.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good Monday morning to you. It's Coach Lew coming to you live here from Studio 700, attached to Revitalize Life Fitness, Longwood, Florida. You know, last week, guys, we talked a lot about stress, and that is a big factor for a lot of us, for all of us. At some point in life, whether it's a situational type of stress, or an episodic stress, which is, continually coming at you, or chronic stress, we all have it. We did learn that all stress isn't bad. Stress can save your life. The fight or flight is the most important thing when it comes to stress. Whether you are going to live in a given situation has a lot to do with, your ability to use the original creation of stress in the body, which pumps the adrenaline, which makes you stronger, which makes you run faster and all that stuff to save your life or to be able to initiate life saving where you save somebody else's life because that stress absolutely lit up your body systems and made you 3 times as strong in the temper or whatever the case was. But each and every day we have stress. And last week we learned a lot about stress, the different kinds of stress, and how it affects us and why stress affects us. But what we didn't learn necessarily so much last week, a little bit, was how to bust that stress, how to break it, how to break the pattern, how to bust through it, how to overcome the effects of stress on the body. So this is stress part 2. And you know what's cool? Every week I stress a little bit about what I'm going to bring to you guys and what I'm going to teach on that week. And the reality is it's not a negative stress at that point. It's that thing that pushes me to find something great to deliver to you so that you get on this show and you actually follow through and watch this and put it to good use. That is important. So today I am going to leave a couple of minutes at the end for a call-in if anybody's really having some issues with stress or main questions or something you think you have to contribute to the show today. We're going to go ahead and do a call-in. That number is 321-972-3295. That's area code 321-972-3295. If you want to call in, when I say call in, I'll be able to take one call in this morning. So if we want to do that, that would be absolutely awesome. And now, with no further ado, we're going to dig in to the top 5 stress busters. Would you really like to learn 5 ways to bust stress? Now, I'm serious. Would you really like to learn 5 ways to bust stress? Okay, now I've got your attention, yes? Awesome. All right, come on, here we go. All right, so last week we talked about stress, what it is, the different types of stress, and a little bit about how to deal with it. We discovered there's a big difference in stress reduction as opposed to stress relief, right? Stress reduction is setting up ways not to hit the stresses in the first place or as much or be more prepared. And stress relief is some things you can do to relieve the effects of stress on your body and your mind. We discovered the differences between physical stress and emotional stress, internal stress and external stress. Remember, internal is the way we feel about it, how we process it. External stress is the shit that happens that you have no control over, but still puts stress on you. You're in a car accident. You probably couldn't control that. I mean, if it was your fault, you could have, but it already happened, so you can't control the fact it happened. But you can start to heal your body to, eliminate the physical stresses on it and the emotional stress, seek the emotional help to get past that fear you may have of driving after something like that. So, what are the top 5 stress busters? If we had to just give you top 5, I mean, there's hundreds, but there's some that are really, really, really effective and really important. And take this one from the heart, from me, because I definitely can tell you these work because I've used them on myself. So, number 1, get up and set up a morning routine. This is so important on so many levels, not only to do with stress, but stress is one of the biggest reasons to do this. Get up 15, 30, 45 minutes, an hour earlier than you normally would. Now you may already be doing this, you may have this one covered, but if you feel pressure to get out of the house on time, if you're forgetting stuff, if you're getting on the road and you're getting frustrated because you're going to be late for work, late getting the kids to school, late to open your business, if one little thing, a train gate comes down and that's going to set your whole morning off and you're aggravated from the drive in, you're not getting up early enough. Sorry. And you might tell me, I already get up at 5 in the morning. Get up at 4:45. Oh my God, I couldn't do that. Why not? Really? Why not, guys? Why can't you get up earlier? Why can't you step up and get up a few minutes earlier? I need my sleep. 15 minutes isn't going to make a difference. Remember, we talked about sleep in previous episodes, and it's about waking up on that 90-minute cycle more than it is about how much sleep. Now, I'm not recommending sleeping 90 minutes a night and going, hey, I woke up on the right cycle, but I am recommending that you get your sleep cycles down. And you might be like, well, that's going to get me up in the wrong sleep cycle. Go to bed earlier. There's solutions. It's easy. Oh, I can't do that. I got a lot to do. You will be more productive if you're rested, you wake up on your proper sleep cycles, and you get up in the morning and you get your day plan going, and you have time for you and you don't feel stressed. You might say, I really don't. Most mornings, and the key there is most, I'm okay and I get to work on time. But if that damn train goes by and I get stuck there, or if there's an accident on I-4, I-90, I-95, I-10, 405, whatever part of the country you live in, we all know that our I streets can give us a hassle going in at certain days and times and randomly throughout the day. So if you set it up where you have that extra time, you've got time to get some things together, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this morning routine, but you leave 5 minutes earlier than you have to. You got that buffer. You hit too many red lights, or there's something, there's a train or this or that. You know what? You go, okay, I'm still on time. Plus, you're not behind because of one little thing. And that'll take your stress level down immensely right there. So the other thing is taking 10 or 15 minutes to prime yourself in the morning for the best day. Now, we can teach some priming exercises in that, but basically it's a meditation or a prayer time to breathe deep, be grateful, find things you're grateful for, feel healing and health in your body, and step up and be ready for the day. Connect to yourself, connect to your creator, connect to God. It's not a bad thing to have that. And I've heard it put from many, many, many people. If you don't have 10 or 15 minutes for you in the morning, especially, or any time during the day just for you, you don't have a life. And let's face another reality. If you get up a little extra early, chances are you'll be the only one up in your household at that hour. And that does give you time to connect with you, time to connect with your creator, time to plan your day. So you with me on that? Get up, set up a morning routine that works, that allows you 10 to 15 minutes of your time and another 10 or 15 minutes to plan out your day. Not your to-do list, but plan it out in a way where this is what I'm after in the overall. What is my true outcome? Okay, number 2. It's funny we say that. Learn the concept of outcome compared to to-dos. And you might say, no, I gotta do. Yeah, there's some things that are schedulized. Picking your kids up from school, generally showing up for work on time, depending on what type of work and where and who, what you do for a living, usually involves being somewhere at a certain time. You might say, well, I'm self-employed, but let me tell you make appointments with a client at 9 a.m. every Monday morning, and you show up at 9:15, 9:10, 9:07, that client's going to end up somewhere else. And you might be the best at what you do, but that client won't be totally happy even if they don't go somewhere else. So, yes, there are time things that have to be done, but what is your overall outcome for the day? If you set out and go, oh, I need to make $1,000 today, and I got to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and there's 50 things on the list, and each of them take an hour, and you only got 9-10 hours of work day, you got a problem. What if you go in there and first thing you make a sale that a customer walks in the door and bam, and you sell them $1,000, and that was your goal for the day? Do you still need to do all those steps that you were originally going to do? No. Are there still things on there that may need to happen? Yes. I'm not saying, oh, I hit my goal, that's all it is. Who cares? There's nothing else besides that. But what I am saying is your list will shrink exponentially if you're outcome based. If you're to-do based, you could walk in and, find that somebody dropped a wad of $1,000 cash outside of your door and still be stressed out all day, even though your outcome was to make $1,000. You see where I'm going with this? You got me on this. I just want to make sure that you guys are with me to learn that concept of outcome as opposed to to-dos. Now, there are action items to get to outcomes. I'm not saying you sit there and woo-woo secret it and go, I want 1,000 today, so I'm going to sit here and stare at the ceiling and it's going to happen because I'm manifesting. No, you've got to do your actions. But sometimes what I'm encouraging you to understand is sometimes you hit your outcome and you're still doing these actions that at that point have no value. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're going to do a whole show on that one, and then probably several. We might take a whole month on outcome-based, scheduling, planning, etc. So number 3, for the last half hour to 1 hour before bed, and I can say this and I can say this, but I need you to do it. Put down the electronics, turn off the TV, don't eat anything with sugar, caffeine, or anything that's heavy, and listen to something relaxing or read something that puts you in a grateful, relaxed state of mind. Make sure your love life is rewarding. Make sure that you're using that part of your life 3, 4, 5 times a week, not once a month, because that is not going to be healthy for you. Sorry, but that doesn't work. I don't care how busy you are. If you lose that connection to your spouse, you lose that connection to your boyfriend or girlfriend, you lose that connection to yourself, maybe, whatever. I'm not there to judge, but if you don't do that, you are going to build up stress. You lose that connection, it's going to stress you emotionally and physically. So don't discuss finances, work, family issues, or any of that crap before bed. Don't argue. If you got something that you need to talk about, sometimes you're like, I need to get this off my chest before I go to bed. Think of the consequences. Is it going to create dissension with you and your mate or a family member or a business associate to have this discussion? Maybe you pick up and call your business partner and you got to talk about this because it's been eating at you. You're both going to be staring at the ceiling for hours, and it's going to stress you out, and then you're going to have lack of sleep, which is going to stress you out worse, rather than going, you know what, I'm going to handle this tomorrow, or I will handle this at a more appropriate time. What I'm saying, and there's a myriad of hundreds of things you could do before bed that would stress you out. We could sit here and talk about them for hours, but if it's something that's going to elevate your stress level, keep it the heck away from 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Have a healthy sex life. Have something you do that relaxes you before bed. Hot shower with some good music. One of the best things you can do is put a dimmer switch in your bedroom, bathroom. Get some of those salt lamps or something like that. Avoid the brighter light too that hour before bed. When you're taking a shower, sometimes people's bathrooms are like, poof, sun's out. That's okay in the morning when you're waking up and you need to get energized and you're getting ready. But at night, put a black light or a colored light in your shower that doesn't emit a ton of light, and it's a relaxing color to you. And don't turn the main lights of the bathroom on. Make that a relaxing time. Do some stretches when your body's warm from the shower. And do this stuff and go, oh, hey, I can ease into relaxing and sleeping rather than coming home and eating and watching something on TV and trying to throw yourself into bed and wondering why you have trouble sleeping and you're restless and it stresses you out. And the more restless you are, the more stressed you get. It's a funny thing. Oh, I can't get back up and go read or sit in a massage chair or something. I got to lay there and get pissed off that I can't sleep. How much more cortisol and stress does that create? And don't forget, stress causes cortisol, which causes gut gain, weight gain in the gut, which is the most unhealthy. Cortisol unused in the body builds up and causes inflammation. Now, cortisol is great if you have an emergency situation and you need to do something or take action fast, or you get pumped up for a race, or you got to get pumped up for a meeting and you got that flow. But cortisol is not what you want to activate before bed. It's going to put gut weight on you, and it's going to be bad for your body, and it's going to stress you out, and it's going to cost you sleep quality. Am I forward enough about that, guys? Yeah. All right, so number 4, make time for massages or other relaxation treatments. You may say you don't have time, right? Who the hell's got time to take an hour out of the week to go lay down and get a massage? And I got to drive there, and and I got to talk to the massage therapist for a couple of minutes before and after, and maybe change clothes. And next thing you know, you're stressing over something that should be de-stressing you. The problem is if you get stressed and you don't offset it, you actually become less productive, less creative, less motivated, which actually costs you more time and money than going and getting the damn hour massage or a pedicure or, whatever, a haircut, whatever it is that relaxes you. Set aside a minimum of an hour a week, preferably massage or acupuncture or something like that. Massage is physically amazing for the body. People say, oh, yeah, that's a luxury I wish I could afford. No, it is a medical necessity that you can't afford not to do. People do all kinds of crazy shit. They smoke, they drink, they watch too much TV, they, go to Starbucks way too often for $6 effing coffees. I got to tell you, every once in a while, I'm the organic coffee drinker in that. Every once in a while, I like to go get my cappuccino from Starbucks with my 1 pump of white mocha, and that's bad zag for me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm zagging out. But the other day, I was like, I did it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to have my zag moment. And, in the grand scheme of things, 1 cup of that crap isn't going to hurt me. It's almost $6 for this little cup of coffee. Oh my God. And there's people that do that every single morning. The $6 for the coffee, the muffin, the sandwich, the whatever else they get with it. It's 15, $20. So say you spend $20 a day on crap food and stuff like that you could do something better with. $20 a day, even if you figure you only do that 5 days a week. Chances are, if you're in that pattern, you're doing it more than 5 days a week. 5 times a week, that's $100. My God, you can have one heck of a massage and maybe even, close to 2 massages for $100. And think of the time you spend in the drive-through line, because God forbid you get out and walk in to get your schmoke of coffee, right? You see where I'm going with this? I know you're going, okay, you're being a pain, you're ragging on me, Coach, but the truth is you can create that. That time that you spend in the drive-through line, that time you spend standing there, and the money you spend and the stress, because you drink that kind of stuff and the sugar in it that stresses your adrenals, you could have that massage. You could have that wind down. That would be amazing, right? And you'd feel a whole lot better. And just by giving up some of the garbage that you normally put in your body and taking something that's going to help you detox it out and detox your mind and your body, wow, you feel 100 times better. Is it worth it? Is anything worth making you not feel good? Alcohol is a great example. Oh, I had a great time last night. Oh my God, I got a hangover. And the more thing I know, as we get older, the more I hear from my peer group is, oh my God, it takes me 2 or 3 days to recover now from a night out. Is it really worth it? What else could you have done? What else could you have had more fun with your friends? Because you say, oh, come on, I want to be sociable. I want to have friends. I don't want to be a stiff neck. I don't want to be a hermit and live in the gym. And guess what? Come up with something active and fun. Even if goofy as some of these night runs or stuff like that, or there's crazy stuff you can do and fun stuff you can do that doesn't involve pouring a bunch of toxins in your body and doesn't involve spending a ton of money that you could dedicate elsewhere. So, number 5, detox your body. And that was my initial number 5, but now it's detox your body and your mind. When your body's toxic, you have sleep patterns that are choppy. You'll have brain fog, you'll be forgetful, you'll lack energy, and you're less productive. And when you're more forgetful, in the long run, that creates more stress. It's a crazy 8 syndrome. Okay, oh crap, I forgot my key to this. All right, oh God, now I'm stressed. Now I'm late for work. Oh no, that made me get to work late. Now I can't get started on time. And oh no, now the boss is in a mood. And oh no, I'm behind on my calls. And all right, I got to have a go to Starbucks and get one of those coffees. And now you're more uptight and there's more cortisol flowing in your system. And you feel worse and you're even more forgetful and there's no time. Next thing you know, you're like stressed out. And really? Okay, this is, some of this is the toxins. There's a lot of toxins we're taking in. And I'm not getting all woo-woo on you guys. I'm not going to sit there and tell you got to eat nuts and berries and go sit in the woods and, grill tofu over an open flame and, and wear a robe and put on sandals and, go meditate all day long. I'm not telling you this. What I am telling you is get the garbage out of the body. It'll clear your mind, it'll clear your energy, it'll clear your body. Those are 5 stress busters you can put to use without changing your religion, without changing your job, without changing your family members, without changing your relationship. It's just making change within all of that can make you feel like $1,000,000 and reduce the stress. Like I told you before, we're never going to eliminate stress. Stress is a lot of times what makes us grow. There's external stresses that you cannot stop the cause of. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But it's how you internalize that matters. So, 5 top stress busters. Get up, step up, and create a morning routine. Learn the concept of outcome opposed to to-do. For the last half hour of your day to 1 hour, down with the electronics, no sugar, no caffeine, No stressful conversation, have a good sex life, don't discuss negatives before bed. Number 4, make time for massages or other relaxation treatments. And that may be, you might go, you know what, chiropractic is what I need there. And I'm not giving you the end all to be all, though massage is way high on my list. It might be go sit in your backyard and stare at the stars in the evening. I don't know what that is for you, but make time for it each and every week. Schedule it the same as you would schedule something for your kids or anybody else. Because don't forget, if you don't take care of you first, you can't take care of anybody else at your best. You can push through, fake through, etc., but that is the only thing, and it's going to collapse. It's a house of cards. If you don't take care of you first, you can't take care of anybody else. Get that body detoxed. There's many ways to do that. There's, if you're seriously detoxed with heavy metals and that, there's chelations. I've got a doctor that I know that does that real well. I can refer you to if you feel like you have heavy metal issues. It doesn't mean listening to Sammy Hagar. But there's some major toxins that you can't just get rid of by drinking a nice fresh juice. There are some you can. Dr. Gundry's got an amazing detox formula that I absolutely love that I can direct you in that direction. There's some things you can do to cleanse out your body so that you have less brain fog, you have more energy, your sleep patterns get better. And I wish I could tell you I'm perfect at this stuff. I'm still fighting on that sleep thing, and the energy thing is great. I am high energy, but sometimes I get burned out from that high energy, and I got to go, okay, what's going on here? And sometimes it's toxicity. I look about the environment I'm in and what is it doing to my body and my mind, and you've got to get it out, whether it's mental, physical, or the combination thereof. So it is 3 minutes to 8 a.m. Show is going to end in like 3 minutes. If you got a burning question and you'd like to do a call in, 321 3972 3295, 321 972 3295 as we wind down the show this morning. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and being a part of this. We're going to continue to grow this. We're going to continue to grow where we're broadcasting. And I really encourage you to live with energy, passion, faith, love, and always live your dreams, guys. This is Coach Lew. I'm going to sign off for the morning. Looks like we have no caller for today. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon.